Hey there. It's the end of day one with Mr. Kyle Cease. I'm really tired, but I wanted to record something for some reason, so here I am. First of all, excuse me, nothing seminar related, but I have to say, when you're traveling, if you're trying to really watch what you eat, there really aren't very many healthy choices. I think I know too much. Because I was actually trying to find something to eat because we got done kind of late. And I just think I know a little too much about what's not supposedly good for us. And I have to really do some thinking about what I'm going to do about diet going forward. But having said that, and the fact that the place I'm at seems to nickel and dime everything, I think is kind of interesting too. Everything costs a little extra something, which I find interesting as well. I'm so tired. I was having such a hard time keeping my eyes open. There was an exercise that we did which was staring at a dot for a while, and I'm just so tired. My eyes just didn't want to stay open. But I tried to do the spirit of the exercise, which was to close my eyes and think about the dot, which is interesting because at the end he said, maybe try it with your eyes closed at some point. So I guess I was sort of ahead of the curve. It was an exercise about watching your thoughts. And the whole time I was doing it, I was just sort of observing them anyway. Because a combination of time zone difference, being that I'm in Vegas and it's 3 hours later, my own body clock, the fact that I'm sick, and everything else is just kind of a bit too much for me. And I'm trying my best to, I think, pretend like everything's just fine. But it really isn't. I mean, as you can tell, too, I'm having a hard time keeping my eyes open even now. It is and it isn't, is what I'm trying to get at. And tomorrow we start at 9, and I have a feeling it's going to be at least a 12-hour day. So I'm going to be really curious to see how I do. During the seminar, there was a thing where he made a comment about how he tried this little experiment when he was jogging, and just to kind of pretend like he had just started from the beginning, and he wound up running a lot more than he usually does. And there was a guy who actually is quite capable of doing push-ups, and he wound up doing a lot more than I think he thought he could too. Kind of like acting like it was just from the beginning, and I think there's something to that, to some degree, because I'm kind of wondering if I could just totally override the way I feel. I guess we'll see, because tomorrow there's an exercise that has to do with creating the feeling of something, so I guess we'll see how that goes. I also just wanted to make a note, too, that I've been to other seminars, and they're very careful about scatological words, which Kyle has no care or concern about, which I actually find quite a refreshing change, to just be able to be free, to be whatever seems appropriate, I guess, language-wise. Also, I distinctly remember one of the seminars that I had gone to where there was a guy who was dressed to the hilt in his gorgeous suit. And he was making such a big deal about how everyone was dressed at the seminar. Because according to him, you have to dress a certain way to be successful. And Kyle, leading the seminar, was in a t-shirt and jeans, and he had one other person talk, and he was also very casually dressed. So, and this was led by somebody who's very creative, which to me actually speaks volumes about potentially where the seminar is going. I don't know. It's just going to be interesting to see how it suits me and what's said and how things go. Because I really am hoping on some level that this works out to some benefit. And I have to say one thing he did say, which I thought was interesting that I've already started to do it, is just about being real. Imperfections and all, and not being so perfect. And he said something too about skipping over. Oh boy, I think it was something like skipping over, the realness and going straight to the bullshit, or something to that effect. And how he actually hadn't really planned what he was going to say for 3 days. And how sometimes planning can be helpful, but sometimes not planning and having an intention can be more powerful. And I have to say that over time, as I've been doing these videos and writing and stuff, I really don't think about what I'm going to say. I just say whatever comes out. So, and some people have told me that they can seem to relate to what I say. So I think that's kind of interesting. We also did an exercise at one point about talking about what was on our mind, and just whatever thoughts came to mind. And I'm trying to remember what I was saying, but I know that the few people I have communicated with already know that I'm here on the heels of cancer treatment, so it definitely isn't anything that's on the hush-hush while I'm here. Some people are very impressed by the fact that I'm here, which, I don't know. I don't know if that's something that's impressive or not. I still say it could be some weird combination of stupidity and conviction and what was the other thing? I can't even remember now. All right, I don't want to fall asleep on this video. It's only about 9 o'clock here, but only 9 here is like midnight, and I really am tired, so I'm gonna take something to help me have hopefully a good sleep without coughing. And hopefully tomorrow will be a better day, and we'll see what happens. So, again, as always, I'll thank you for listening, stopping by, dropping by, blah, 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 blah. I don't know if you get any value out of these things, but I guess for me it'll be an interesting record to look back on at some point. I still can't kind of believe I'm here. I do feel like I'm a little nutty for even considering it, but it felt like the right thing to do, so I did it. I'm here. So, anyway, thanks again, and talk to you soon.